Ladies and gentlemen, the arrival of the uniform groups, led by the Clarendon College Drum Corps, Central, specially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the 2025 staging of the annual Heroes Day Salute, Parade, and Awards Ceremony. Of course, this is brought to you by the JCDC, Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, right here in Clarendon, in partnership with the Clarendon Municipal Corporation. I am Lisa Holmes Shirley, and I'll be with you for the rest of the morning. Please stand. As we welcome the arrival of our senior police officer, Mr. Shane McCullough, Senior Superintendent of Police, Clarendon Division. Mr. Shane McCullough, Senior Superintendent of Police, Clarendon Division. We now welcome the arrival of His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Joel Williams, OD, JP. If you're unable to remain standing, especially for the older persons, please sit down. His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Joel Williams, OD, JP. Mayor, please take the salute. Thank you, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we now await the arrival of the Honorable Edith Chin, CD, JP, Custos Rotolorum for the parish of Clarendon. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Edith Chin, CD, JP, Custos Rotolorum for the parish of Clarendon. The Custos will take the general salute and inspect the parade.
Three, four, general salute, salute.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated at this time, as I understand that you really want to. Thank you. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we will stand again at attention for the raising of the national flag and the playing of the national anthem.
Stop. Hurry! Move to the left. Increase. Left. Good.
We will now have the departure of the uniform groups. Teacher, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Force of habit, right? The Honorable Edith Chin, Custos Rotulorum for the parish of Clarendon, representing His Excellency, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, Governor General. Honorable Colonel Charles Jr., Minister of Labor and Social Security, and Member of Parliament for Southeast Clarendon, representing the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, Prime Minister. His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Joel Williams, OD, JP. Dr. O.J. Dixon, MP, candidate for North Central Clarendon, representing Mr. Mark Golding, MP, Leader of the Opposition. Senior Superintendent of Police, Mr. Shane McCullough, representing the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Mr. Delroy Williams, MP, Central Clarendon. Superintendent of the Clarendon Fire Department, Mrs. Valerie Dixon, representing the Jamaica Fire Brigade. Mr. Rohan Blake, Chief Executive Officer, the Municipal Corporation of Clarendon, CMC, and other members of the staff of the Municipal Corporation. Mrs. Pauline Henry Blake, JP, Chairperson and Committee Member of the JCDC Parish Cultural Committee. Dr. Sasha Shimhue, President of the Clarendon Justices of the Peace Association and members of the CJPA. Members of the Lay Magistrate Association. Reverend Rohan Parkins, Tollgate New Testament Church of God. Parish councillors. Heads of agencies and departments. Miss Ravine Kildare. And all our lovely representatives from the Festival Queen 2025. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, again. This year, National Heritage Week is celebrated under the theme, Celebrating a Proud and Bold Heritage. The JCDC and the Clarendon Municipal Corporation extend a warm welcome to you as we host this annual Heroes Day Salute and Awards ceremony. As we observe National Heroes Day today, it is important that as a country, we come together to celebrate the inspirational leadership of our national heroes and recognize other citizens for their contribution to country and community. National Heroes Day was first observed in 1969. Men and women offered their lives so we might walk more freely. We remember the leaders who fought and gave us freedom. We thank our heroes who gave up everything to create change, which has allowed us to live the lives we now do. We celebrate the heroes. We salute the unsung heroes. Their sacrifice was made selfishly. Today, let us show in our own way and style that selfless way of giving love to family, friends, and neighbors. Today is the second day of the celebration, as we hosted a church service yesterday at the Tollgate New Testament Church of God. Now, at this time, we would like to invite the Reverend Rowan Parkins, the minister in charge of Tollgate New Testament Church of God, to bring the opening prayer. Please, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, make him welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Shall we stand for prayer, please? Thank you. Our Father and our God, we converge on this spot of ground this morning to celebrate those who have gone before us but have left a legacy for us. As we come today, I ask on our behalf that your presence will be with us, that your grace and your mercies will overshadow us, Lord. We are a people who are frail at heart, but by the power of your Holy Spirit and your presence, we can achieve much. As we come, Lord, to celebrate, under this theme, our bold and proud heritage. We reflect with pride on those who have gone before us and the magnitude of work that they have done for us to enjoy that which we are enjoying today. As we look at where we are now as a people, Lord, I believe in their own minds, wherever they are, it may very well be a far cry from what they had envisaged for us. So as I come this morning, I pray that you'll cause all of us to recognize the selflessness that those we celebrate today displayed as they recognized the moment, as they recognized the seriousness and the gravity of the circumstances that they existed in. We remember Sharp and Bogle and Gordon. We remember Nanny, those original four who put their lives on the line. Lord, not thinking of their death so much, but thinking of the freedom of a people. Lord, today, as we stand before you, we ask, Lord, that you'll give us that courage. You'll cause that stir, oh God, in our guts and in our blood, so we may stand for justice, righteousness, and truth in this land again. I pray, Lord, for our government, the political directorate. I pray, God, that you'll give them guts. You'll give them that which they desire and need in this time to lead this country into further development and greater self-awareness and well-being. I pray, Lord, for the leadership of this parish as we struggle with the many and varying difficulties right across every village, every district. I pray, Lord, that you'll cause us as educators, oh God, those of us with theological trappings, those who are justices of the peace, those who are MPs and councillors, those, oh God, who stand and hold significant offices. You'll cause us, oh God, to recognize that our calling, our offices, it's not for profiling. It's not just for wearing a badge, but it's a post of responsibility that has been entrusted on us, not just by a society or a community, but God, you are depending on us to make a difference in this parish and in this land. So I place our parliamentarians and those of our municipal corporation before you. I place those in the educational sector. I place, oh God, the security operators within the context of our parish. Touch our superintendent, oh God, and all those that he has command of. I pray, Lord, that they will stand up in this time against the scourges, the negative scourges in our land and in our parish. Give them strength and give them courage. I pray for the citizenry of this great parish that you'll cause us to recognize that our role is not to be complainers. It's not just to be beggars and inquirers, but allow us to know, Lord, that we have a role as people who, oh God, navigate this parish daily. Yes, we have a dependence on the politics and on the theological settings, but help us to know that deep within us, as we celebrate, there is something inside of us that we must recognize that we need to allow it to burn and allow it to germinate so that we, the people, will be a fuel for the change in this society. Father, give us strength. Give us courage. Give us vision, lest we perish. Have your own way with us as a people. And as we navigate, oh God, the different elements of this service, I pray, Lord, that you'll inspire us, especially the young ones who are observing and who are listening. Help us, oh God, to speak life, to speak strength, to act justly in their presence. In Jesus' name I pray. Let the people of God say, God bless you.
Thank you very much, Reverend Parkins. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we invite His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Joel Williams, OD, JP, to bring the official welcome.
Madam Moderator, Mrs. Lisa Home Shirley, Justices of the Peace, Custos Rotulorium for the parish of Clarendon, the Honorable E.D. Chin, CD, JP, representing the Excellency, Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, Governor General ON, GCMG, CD, Honorable Pernell Charles Jr., Minister of Labor and Social Security, Member of Parliament for Southeast Clarendon, representing Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica, ONPC MP. Mr. Andre Dixon, MP caretaker for North Central Clarendon, representing the Honorable Mark Golden, Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Delroy Williams, Minister of State in the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development, Member of Parliament for Central Clarendon, Senior Superintendent of Police, Mr. Shane McCullough, representing Jamaica Constabulary Force, Senior Superintendent of Fire Department, Ms. Valerie Dixon, representing the Fire Brigade, Chief Executive Officer of the Clarendon Municipal Corporation, Mr. Rowan Blake, represented by Mr. Wayne Brown, Parish Councillors, Reverend Rowan Perkins of the New Testament Church of God, Tollgate, Heads of Agencies, Ms. Pauline Blake, Mrs. Pauline Blake, Chairperson for the Clarendon Cultural Development Committee, Ms. Shimiu, representing Justice of the Peace. Of course, new President-elect of the Lay Majesty, Mr. Bishop Devon Johnson. Other distinguished guests in our audience this morning, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Distinguished guests, fellow Clarendonian, and my fellow Jamaican, again, good morning. Today, Monday, October the 20th, 2025, we gathered here with pride and reverence as our nation celebrates National Heroes Day. It is a day we pause to remember, to honor, and to draw inspiration from those who shape the very soul of this nation. Our flag rises today not only as a symbol of sovereignty, but as a banner of gratitude. Gratitude to those whose courage and sacrifice have brought us this far. The Clarendon Municipal Corporation joined the entire nation in saluting the visionaries, the warriors, the leaders, our heroes, who turned the pain of oppression into promise of freedom. Let us recall the courage of Nanny of the Maroon, who fought relentlessly to secure freedom for the people, using wisdom, strategy, and a spirit that could not be broken. She reminds us that the fight for dignity must never end. Let us remember Samuel Sharp, who declared that he would rather die on yonder gallows than live in slavery. A declaration that still echoes in our national conscience, urging us to define justice at all cost. Paul Bogle and George William Gordon, through their faith and bravery, stood for equality and for the voice of the voiceless, paving the way for a more just and humane society. Marcus Garvey, whose dream of self-reliance and black pride transcended borders, continues to remind us that we must never doubt the greatness within us. Sir Alexander Bustamante and Norman Manley, though differing in approach, were united in purpose to see Jamaica govern itself and its people and stand tall among the nations of the world. These 7 eras gave us more than history. They gave us identity. They taught us resilience, unity, and faith. Values continue to define Jamaica, ring proud across the world. We see heroism in our athletes, from the lightning speed of Usain Bolt to the strength and determination of Shelley and Fraser Price, Healy and Thompson era, and the new generation of stars carrying our flags on the global stage. Though sports, they have shown that no dream is too great for a small island with a mighty spirit. We see it in our musical icons who use rhythm and lyrics to tell the story of our people. For the immortal Bob Marley, to Jimmy Cliff, Shaggy, Sean Paul, and so many others who continue to spread Jamaica's message of love, unity, resilience through music. And we see it every day in our ordinary heroes. Our teachers who mold minds with our minds, our farmers who feed the nation, our nurses and doctors who heal the sick, and our community leaders who through small acts of service build a better tomorrow. These are the heroes of today, men and women who through quiet determination and a deep love for country continue to lift Jamaica and keep our culture alive and strong. My fellow Jamaicans, the legacy of our heroes is not just written in books or carved in monument. It is live in us. Every act of kindness, every display of discipline, every effort to uplift our community is a continuation of the story. As mayor of this proud parish of Clarendon, I am deeply moved by the resilience and creativity of our people, whether in schools, our marketplace, or on the playfields. I see the same spirit that once burned in our heroes, a spirit that refused to heal, refused to settle, and continue to rise. Today, as we raise our national flag high and watch it dance in the breeze, it lets remind us that Jamaica greatness is not behind us, it is within us. The same courage that freed our ancestors flew through every Jamaican today. Let us continue to build a nation that honors their sacrifice, uplift every citizen, and shine as a beacon of unity, culture, and hope. May we never forget our heroes, past, present, and those who yet to come. May we continue to live by their example, and may God forever bless our beautiful island of Jamaica. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mayor Williams. I must apologize to Mr. Wayne Brown. Sir, for not greeting you as you ought to have been. He's representing Rowan Blake. Next, we will hear messages being read on behalf of the Governor General, the Prime Minister, and the Leader of the Opposition. First, help me welcome the Honorable Edith Chin, CD JP, Custos Rotolorum for Clarendon, to share with us the message from the Governor General, His Excellency, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, ON, GCMG, CD. Make her welcome.
Thank you. Master of Ceremonies, Mrs. Lisa Holmes Shirley, His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Joel Williams, Honorable Pernell Charles Jr., Minister of Labour and Social Security and Member of Parliament, Southeast Clarendon, representing the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, Prime Minister, Dr. Auger Dixon, MP candidate for North Central Clarendon, representing Mr. Mark Golding, Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Delroy Williams, MP, Central Clarendon, and Minister of State in the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development, Senior Superintendent of Police, Mr. Shane McCullough, representing the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Superintendent of Fire of the Clarendon Fire Department, Mrs. Valerie Dixon, representing the Jamaica Fire Brigade, Mr. Wayne Brown, representing Mr. Rowan Blake, Chief Executive Officer of the Clarendon Municipal Corporation, parish councillors, Reverend Rowan Parkins of the Tollgate New Testament Church of God, heads of agencies and departments, Mrs. Pauline Henry Blake, chairperson of the Clarendon Cultural Committee, and members of the JCDC Parish Committee, Mr. Maurice Marshallek and the parish manager and members of staff of the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, Clarendon, Dr. Sasha Shimyu, president of the Clarendon JP Association, Justices of the Peace Association, Reverend Devon Dixon, president of the Clarendon Lay Magistrates, Justices of the Peace, Mrs. Winsome Witter, president of the Maypen Chamber of Commerce, Miss Ravine Kildare, Miss Clarendon Festival Queen, and Miss Joan McKenzie, runner-up, Miss Katie Lee Kelly, Miss Clarendon Parish Youth Council, Miss Sanique McGregor, Miss Brittany Williams of the Miss Clarendon Parish Youth Council competition, members of the media, Clarendon Parish awardees, members of the uniform groups, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning. That's a mouthful. Today, as we reflect on the legacy of our national heroes, we also celebrate those among us who continue to lift up others through service, leadership, and example. Your efforts remind us that heritage is not only something that we inherit, it is something we build on. So let us ensure that our actions in all we do give new life to the sacrifices of those who came before us. At this time, I have the honor of reading the message from His Excellency, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen. This observance offers a meaningful opportunity to reflect on the enduring strength of our nation and to give thanks for the men and women who paved the way for Jamaica's freedom, dignity, and nationhood. We honor our national heroes and other outstanding Jamaicans whose vision, sacrifice, and steadfast determination have shaped our national identity. The courage of our maroon warriors who fought for liberty finds expression today in the dedication of our teachers, our farmers, artisans, and community builders who continue to nurture our society through their labor and service. Together, they remind us that Jamaica's story is one of perseverance, purpose, and unyielding hope. Alongside our celebrated heroes stand countless unsung heroes, ordinary citizens whose quiet acts of kindness, faith, and compassion strengthen the moral fabric of our communities. True heroism is not measured by public recognition, but by the courage to do what is right, even when no one is watching. Every Jamaican who chooses integrity over indifference and service over self contributes to the richness of our nation's story. During this week, we also celebrate those being recognized for outstanding service in education, health, culture, innovation, and community development. Their example reminds us that the progress of our nation depends on the collective effort of every Jamaican at home and abroad working together for the common good. As we commemorate National Heritage Week, let us give thanks for the courage of our ancestors, the achievements of our people, and the continued favor of Almighty God upon our land. May we remain true to the values that have sustained us through the years, and these are respect, responsibility, unity, and love. Let this celebration inspire us to live boldly, serve selflessly, and cherish the rich legacy that makes us one people, one nation, forever proud, forever bold. May God bless you all, and may God bless Jamaica, the land we love.
Thank you very much to our Custos, Edith Chin. We invited this time the Honorable Pernell Charles Jr., Minister of Labor and Social Security and Member of Parliament for South East Clarendon, to share with us the message from the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, ON MP.
I must say, MC, you have a powerful voice. When you hear her call out your name, you feel like you're going on a grand stage. That's how it should be. Let me acknowledge our MC, and I'm sure that everyone here will appreciate if I abbreviate. Right? I think between our MC, our mayor, and our Custos, the best Custos in Jamaica. Yes. A blessed parish we are, that they did a wonderful job. So I'd say good morning, of course, to our Custos, our mayor, MP candidate, Dr. Dixon, representing the leader of opposition, our newly minted minister, in whose constituency we are having this event. Yes, sir. Welcome. A very good morning. Each year during National Heritage Week, we pause to reflect on the journey that has shaped us as a people. A journey defined by courage, resilience, and an unyielding belief in the power of freedom and self-determination. This year, as we celebrate under the theme, Celebrating a Proud and Bold Heritage, we do so with gratitude, recognizing the magnitude of what our forebears achieved. We also reflect with renewed purpose as we seek to carry their tremendous legacy forward. Jamaica's heritage is alive. It is alive within each of us, expressed in how we build our communities, care for one another, and work toward the promise of a better Jamaica. The story of Jamaica has always been one of transformation, from hardship to hope, from struggle to strength. Our ancestors faced oppression with courage, and they imagined a future that was bigger than their circumstances. That same bold spirit calls to us today to be innovators in our time, guardians of our democracy, and stewards of our shared humanity. Beyond mere monuments, Our heritage stands as a symbol of what we are capable of, what we have overcome, and what we have the ability to accomplish. Our heritage is present in the teacher shaping young minds, the farmer cultivating the land, the nurse offering care, the creative pushing boundaries, and the citizen who chooses to act with integrity even when no one is watching. So as we culminate the week with the ceremony of investiture and presentation of national honors and awards, we pay also tribute to the men and the women who have exemplified the best of our Jamaican spirit. To our awardees, your service, dedication, and love for country inspires a new generation for them to give more, to lead with humility, and to believe that service is the highest form of patriotism. You remind us that greatness is not achieved by position, but by purpose. In this spirit, I urge every Jamaican to see Heritage Week as a call to action. The greatest tribute that we can pay to those who came before us is to ensure that the generations after us inherit a Jamaica that is stronger, wiser, and more united. Let us therefore celebrate our proud and bold heritage with gratitude and renewed resolve to preserve our traditions, advance our nation, and create a Jamaica where every citizen can stand tall with dignity and hope. May this National Heritage Week strengthen our unity, deepen our bonds, and remind us that the legacy of our ancestors lives on in the choices we make today. God bless you, and God bless Jamaica, our proud homeland. Read on behalf of Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Thank you very much, Honorable Colonel Charles Jr. At this time, ladies and gentlemen,
I too will stand on the established and the reinforced protocol. But let me just acknowledge the very able Master of Ceremonies and our very able custos, Mrs. Edith Chin, our Mayor, Mr. Joel Williams, Mr. Pernell Charles, Minister of Labour and Social Security and Member of Parliament for Southeastern Clarendon, and Mr. Delroy Williams, Member of Parliament for Central Clarendon and Minister of State in the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development. To all gathered here this morning, I acknowledge you all and thank you for being here to celebrate our heritage. Message from the Leader of the Opposition, Mr. Mark Golding, MP for National Heritage Week 2025. As we celebrate National Heritage Week under the theme, Celebrating a Proud and Bold Heritage, we are reminded that our story as Jamaicans is one of strength, courage, and unbreakable spirit. From the struggles of emancipation to the triumph of independence, our heritage is built on the vision and sacrifice of those who dared to dream of a free and dignified people. Our culture, rich in music, language, art, and faith, continues to shape our identity and inspire the world. It is this proud and bold heritage that unites us across generations, gives us confidence in our ability to overcome any challenge. As we commemorate National Heroes Day, we pay tribute to the extraordinary men and women whose bravery and leadership laid the foundation for our nation. The strength and determination of our national heroes and heroine reminds us that patriotism means service, sacrifice, and steadfast belief in the power of our people. Today we draw inspiration from the Right Excellent Nanny of the Maroons, who fought fearlessly to liberate her people. The Right Excellent Samuel Sharp, who gave his life to end the cruelty of slavery. The Right Excellent Paul Bogle and Right Excellent George William Gordon, who stood boldly for justice and paid the ultimate price. The Right Excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey, who awakened a global movement of Black pride and unity. The Right Excellent Sir Alexander Bustamante and the Right Excellent Norman Washington Manley, who dedicated their lives to workers' rights, democracy, and self-governance. The ceremony of investiture and presentation of national awards, honors and awards offers us the opportunity to celebrate today's heroes. Jamaicans whose hard work, courage, and selflessness continue to uplift our communities and nation. I extend heartfelt congratulations to all the awardees. Your contributions reflect the best of who we are and serve as an inspiration to us all. I encourage every Jamaican to take pride in our heritage, to honor the legacy of our heroes, and to play an active role in shaping the Jamaica we want for the future, strong, just, and united. Let us continue to celebrate our proud and bold heritage, not just in this week of observance, but in how we live, work, and serve each day. May we continue to work together to build a Jamaica that honors the past, strengthens the present, and secures a brighter future for generations to come. Message from Mr. Mark J. Golding, MP, Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dixon. Now, we've listened carefully to the messages from our heads of state, and I'm sure that you too are ready and raring to celebrate our proud and bold heritage. Now, at this time, I want to invite two children from the Home of Stars. Where is the Home of Stars? That's Effortville Primary School. They are the 2025 JCDC Gold Awardees. They will entertain us. Please make them welcome.
Oh, Native history.
Couscous by Louise Bennett. Go on, girl. Your favorite tiger egg. And what you going to do? You and your boogie friend them feel like me afraid of you? Go away. Your favorite egg pan nail. Is me you want for trace? Me is just the one for
Thank you very much, Abigail and Chevelle. Awesome. Those are the beacons that are going to shine really bright in central Clarendon. The Order of National Hero is the most senior order. The honor of the Order of National Hero may be conferred upon any person who was born in Jamaica or is, at the time of his or her death, a citizen of Jamaica and rendered to Jamaica service of a most distinguished nature. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now lay floral tributes in honor of our national heroes. This year, the citations for the national heroes will be read by representatives from various groups in Clarendon. We now invite a representative from the Scouts Association in Jamaica to read the citation for the Right Excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey.
Tribute to the Right Excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey, National Hero. Jamaica's first national hero was born in St. Anne's Bay, St. Anne, on August 17, 1887. He was conferred with the Order of National Hero in 1969 as per the second schedule of the National Honors and Awards Act. In his youth, Garvey migrated to Kingston, where he worked as a printer and later published a small paper, The Watchman. During his career, Garvey traveled extensively throughout many countries, observing the poor working and living conditions of Black people. In 1914, he started the Universal Negro Improvement Association, the UNIA, in Jamaica. The UNIA, which grew into an international organization, encouraged self-government for Black people worldwide, self-help economic projects, and protests against racial discrimination.
In 1916, Garvey went to the USA, where he preached his doctrine of freedom to the oppressed Black throughout the country. However, USA officials disapproved of his activities and he was imprisoned, then deported. Back in Jamaica in 1927, he continued his political activities, forming the People Political Party in 1929. He was unsuccessful in national elections, but won a seat on the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation, KSAC. But the world of 1930s was not ready for Garvey's progressive ideas. He left Jamaica again, this time for England, where he died in 1940. His body was brought back to Jamaica in 1964 and buried in the National Heroes Park in Kingston.
Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Jamaica's first national hero, has been recognized as the first Black man to awaken the dignity of the Black race in Jamaica, North America, and Africa. Jamaica has kept the memory of Marcus Garvey alive in many ways. a statue of Garvey is erected on the grounds of the St. Anne's Bay Parish Library, and the Marcus Garvey Scholarship, which is awarded to the student with the highest score in the GSAT examination in a public primary level institution, the GSAT, which is now the PEP exam. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Marilyn Monroe and our Cub Scout from Maypen Primary. At this time, we want to invite the Honorable Edith Chin, CD, JP, Custos Rotolorum for the parish of Clarendon to lay a floral arrangement in honor of her first national hero, the Right Excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey. At this time, we would like to invite the representative from the National Inter-School Brigade Movement, NIB, Fogo Road High School, to read the citation for the Right Excellent Paul Bogle.
Good morning, everyone. All protocols observed. Okay. Tribute to the Right Excellent Paul Bogle, National Hero, on behalf of the National Inter-Schools Brigade. It was believed that Paul Bogle was born free about in 1822. He was good friends with one of Jamaica's national heroes, George William Gordon. Gordon at the time was a big politician and landowner himself, and he assisted Bogle to get his deacon status. Bogle lived in Stony Gut and had another house in Spring Garden. He was not a poor man, as he also owned 500 acres at Dunrobin. Although Bogle was said to be born in a time when slavery was being abolished, the white population was still in control. Poverty and injustice in the society and a lack of public confidence in the central authority urged Bogle to lead a protest march to the Morant Bay Courthouse on October 11, 1865. In a violent confrontation with full official forces that followed the march, nearly 500 people were killed and a greater number was flogged and punished before order was restored. Bogle was captured and hanged from the burned courthouse with his brother Moses on October 24, 1865. But his forceful demonstration achieved its objective. It paved the way for the establishment of just practices in the courts as well as an attitude change in public officials, and it brought about a change in official attitude which made possible the social and economic betterment of the people. This is why he was named the National Hero of Jamaica in 1969. And as a result, his image was placed on the $2 Jamaican note. In the same year, the note was, however, phased out in the year 1989. And his image was chosen again to be on the Jamaican 10-cent coin, which has been in circulation since 1999. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Corporal, from the NIB. At this time, we would like to invite Delroy Williams, Member of Parliament for Central Clarendon, to lay a floral arrangement in honor of our national hero, the Right Excellent Paul Bogle. Thank you very much, Mr. Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue with the uniform groups, we now invite a representative from the JCF to read the citation for the Right Excellent George William Gordon.
Protocol already observed. I want to greet you all in the mighty name of Jesus. Special greetings to my Senior Superintendent, Mr. Shane McCullough. At this time, I'll read tribute to Reverend Excellence George William Gordon, national hero. The Reverend Excellent George William Gordon was born near Mavis Bank in 1820 to a slave mother, Anne Rattray, and a father, George Gordon, a Scottish planter. George William Gordon had no formal schooling. He was self-educated. He basically taught himself to read, to write, and to perform basic accounting skills. George went to live with his godfather, James Daly, from Black River at the age of 10. He was a quick learner, and so after a year of the living with his godfather, he got a chance to work with him in his business. George was a landowner, a shopkeeper, produce dealer, a preacher, a politician, a social worker, and a philanthropist. Philanthropist. He started out as an Anglican, but changed and was baptized to the Baptist Society by Reverend Philodore, founder of the Jamaica First Free Village. The termination of slavery brought freedom and the right to vote, but the majority of the black population did not qualify as they could not either read or write or could afford the high fee that was required. Seeing that many had no land to farm, George subdivided his own land and sold farm lot to them as cheap as possible. He also organized a system through which they could sell their produce at a fair price. George built several churches at his own expense and ordained minister. George urged the people to protest against and resist the oppressive and unjust condition under which they were forced to live. George was arrested and charged. But despite the lack of evidence, he was convicted October 23, 1865. On October 27, 1960, the Jamaica Parliament named the building where the Parliament meeting would be kept in honor of him. It was called George William Gordon House. It is often called Garden House. Garden House, George Gordon image is embedded in a coin, in the $10 coin, which first came into circulation in March 1999. I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now invite Senior Superintendent of Police, Mr. Shane McCullough of the Clarendon Division to lay a floral tribute in honor of our national hero, the Right Excellent George William Gordon. Thank you very much, Mr. McCullough. We now invite a representative from the Jamaica Fire Brigade to read the citation for the Right Excellent Norman Washington Manley.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols observed. I will be now reading a tribute to the Right Excellence Norman Washington Manley, or National Hero. Norman Washington Manley was born at Roxborough, Manchester. On July 4th, his father died, leaving the family with limited resources. His mother then moved to Belmont, St. Catherine. Manley was acknowledged as a profound thinker, articulate spokesman, brilliant advocate, and a skillful negotiator. A Rhodes Scholar, Manley became the Jamaican's leading lawyer in the 1920s and was an advocate of universal suffrage, which was granted by the British colonial government to the colony in 1944. In September 1938, Manley founded the People's National Party, PNP as we all call it, and was elected president until his retirement 31 years later. As chief minister and later premier, he moved the country rapidly towards internal self-government in July 1959 and independence in August 1962. Manley was also widely acknowledged for his impeccable integrity and statesmanlike conduct. He has been described as a man of many parts and many accomplishments. He identified himself with the cause of the workers at the time of the labor troubles in 1938 and donated his time and advocacy to the cause. His legacy included with his cousin, Sir Alexander Bustamante, the honor of being one of two founding fathers of Jamaica's independence, attained peacefully on August 6, 1962. Norman Manley lived a full life and died on September 2, 1969, at the age of 76. He was named a national hero of Jamaica later that same year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sergeant. At this time, we want to invite Dr. Sasha Shimhue, President of the CJPA, to lay a floral arrangement in honor of the Right Excellent Norman Washington Manley. Thank you very much, Dr. Shimhu. We now invite a representative from the Jamaica Combined Cadet Force to read the citation for the Right Excellent, Alexander Bustamante.
Good morning, everyone. All protocols observed. It is truly an honor to give tribute to the Right Excellent Sir Alexander Bustamante, our national hero. Sir Alexander Bustamante was born William Alexander Clark on February 24, 1884, in the tiny district of Blenheim in the parish of Hanover. His parents were Mary Clark Neil Wilson and Robert Constantine Clark, a bookkeeper of Irish descent. As a youngster, Bustamante attended elementary school in the districts of Cocoon and Dalmally in Hanover. In 1934, he had a new name, Alejandro Bustamante. This, however, was changed by Deepold to Alexander Bustamante in 1944. Bustamante first impressed his name on the society with a series of letters to the Gleaner and occasionally to British newspapers, calling attention to the social and economic problems of the poor and unprivileged in Jamaica. In 1905, Bustamante started to travel the world, something he did for the next 30 years. Over time, he moved from place to place, Panama, Cuba, the United States, and Jamaica, trying his hand at a variety of occupations, including transportation, hospital attendant, security, police work, beekeeping, and dairy farming. The years 1937 and 1938 brought the outbreak of widespread discontent and social unrest. In advocating the cause of the masses, Bustamante became the undisputed champion of the working class. On July 8, 1943, Bustamante launched the Jamaica Labour Party. Buster, or the Chief, as he was affectionately called, received numerous honors from many countries. A life-size statue of him stands at the South Parade. His portrait appears on the Jamaican $1. His birthplace is a national shrine, and even a suite bears his name. The Children's Hospital, which Sir Alexander had converted from an old army hospital, was named the Bustamante Hospital for Children as we know today. Sir Alexander Bustamante became the first Prime Minister of independent Jamaica in 1962. He retired from the active politics in 1967 and died on August 7, 1977 at the age of 93. Thank you.
Thank you very much, young lady. At this time, we would like to invite Mr. Wayne Brown of the Municipal Corporation to lay a floral arrangement in honor of the Right Excellent Alexander Bustamante. There's a little dub we like to say. Alexander Bustamante, first Prime Minister of Jamaica, Alexander Bustamante, straight out of Hanover. You want to hear the rest? No, not today. Thank you very much, Mr. Wayne Brown. We now invite a representative from the Pathfinders to read the citation for the Right Excellent, Samuel Sharp.
Good morning, everyone. Tribute to the Right Excellent Samuel Sharp, national hero. Samuel Sharp was the main instigator of the 1831 Slave Rebellion, which began on the Kensington estate in St. James and which was largely instrumental in bringing about the abolition of slavery. Born in 1801 in Montego Bay, Samuel Sharp grew as a house slave. He was educated by his master, who was also named Samuel Sharp. Because of his intelligence and leadership qualities, Sam Sharp became a daddy or a leader of the native Baptists in Montego Bay. Religious meetings were the only permissible forms of organized activities for the slaves, and so Sam Sharp was able to communicate his concern and encourage political thought concerning events in England which affected the slaves and Jamaica. Sam evolved a plan of passive resistance in 1831 by which the slaves would refuse to work on Christmas Day of 1831 and afterwards unless their grievances concerning better treatment and the consideration of freedom were accepted by the state owners and managers. On December 27, 1831, the Kensington Estate Great House was set on fire as a signal that the slave rebellion had begun. It was this rebellion that led to the abolition of slavery. Sam Sharp was executed as a result in the Montego Bay Marketplace on May 23, 1832. He was buried in the sands of the Montego Bay Harbor. His remains were exhumed and reburied beneath the pulpit of Bethel Baptist Church. To remember his legacy, the Sam Sharp's Teachers College was founded in 1975 and named in his honor in Granville, Montego Bay. Sharp's image is also used on the Jamaican $50 bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much, young lady. We welcome Mrs. Winsome Witter, President of the Maypen Chamber of Commerce, to lay a floral arrangement in honor of the Right Excellent Samuel Sharp. Thank you very much, Mrs. Winsome Witter. And of course, the queen of the pack. We now invite a representative from the Jamaica Red Cross to read the citation for the Right Excellent Nanny of the Maroons.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Tribute to the Right Excellent Nanny of the Maroons, national heroine. Nanny was a leader of the Maroons at the beginning of the 18th century. She was known by both the Maroons and the British settlers as an outstanding military leader who became, in her lifetime and after, a symbol of unity and strength for her people during time of crisis. She was of Ashanti origin and was the sister of Kojo, the leader of the Trelawney Town Maroons and Kwaho. Both legends and documents refer to her as having exceptional leadership qualities. She was a small, wiry woman with piercing eyes. Her influence over the Maroons was so strong that it seemed to be supernatural and was said to be connected to her powers of Obeah. Nani was particularly skilled in organizing the guerrilla warfare carried out by the Eastern Maroons to keep away the British troops during the First Maroon War from 1720 to 1739. Although she has been immortalized in songs and legends, certain facts about Nani, or Granny Nani, as she was affectionately known, have also been documented. Besides inspiring her people to ward off the troops, Nani was also a wise woman of the village who passed down legends and encouraged the continuation of customs, music, and songs that had come with the people from Africa and which instilled in them confidence and pride. It is believed that Nani died in the 1750s. Her remains were put at Bump Grave in Moortown, now Nani Town. Thank you.
The strength of a woman. We now invite the beautiful Miss Ravine Kildare, 2025 Clarendon Festival Queen, to lay a floral arrangement in honor of our national heroine, the Right Excellent Nani of the Maroons. Now, can you imagine these men being led by a woman into guerrilla warfare and hence safeguarding us right here, right now? Let's have a round of applause for all the heroes and the heroine. A special thanks to the readers of the citation and all who laid floral tributes in honor of our heroes and heroine, who exemplified the motto of the Order of the National Hero, which is, he built a city which hath foundations. Let us become a living tribute, bright beacons in our own circles, so that the torch passed down by Bogle, Sharp, Gordon, Manley, Bustamante, Garvey, and Nani may blaze anew in our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that this is a segment that everybody is really waiting for, especially our special awardees. And at this time, we want to say we really appreciate you. You have given exemplary service to our parish, and you are being recognized exactly for that. The development of Clarendon. Round of applause, please. Help me welcome at this time Mrs. Pauline Henry Blake, JP, Chairman for the Clarendon Cultural Development Committee, who will read the criteria for the parish awards. Thank you. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. No, sir, me want a bigger good morning than that. Thank you. I am feeling blessed this morning, and I am feeling good. And I have a surprise for you, because you don't even know. And I'm going to ask you when I announce it to stand, because we've been sitting for a long time. Did you know we have in our midst someone, and I'm sure our minister, Honorable Pernell Charles, will be happy to hear this. A centenarian, 101. Thursday is our birthday. Stand up and salute. I won't ask her to come up because of maybe health reason. When we are ready for her, she will. She's there. Mommy, I got my blessing from her this morning because I went over and I held her hand, and her speech was good. She articulated well. Her hearing is intact, and her vision is wonderful. And she shook my hand and she said, God bless you. What more me want? Me no want anything. And so later on, we will hear from her. We will salute her this morning. She is 101, coming this Thursday. Thank you. You may be seated. So mine is the task to read to you the criteria, how we do the selections for our awardees. And this was made possible through JCDC in collaboration with the Clarendon Municipal Corporation. How are the selections done? So we have a committee. You send in your nominations and we review them. We are also in collaboration with the police, because we have to send it over to them for them to verify, to ensure that people of outstanding characters are being honored this morning. And so the awards will be given to the recipients who demonstrate exceptional merit. The emphasis for award selection includes the person has made a worthwhile contribution to the development of a community in his or her parish or group, because we encourage groups too, in the parish resident over a period of 10 years or more. The individual should have lived in and worked in the parish for at least 15 years. Groups, we encourage groups, long time we don't see any groups, should have operated in the parish for at least 15 years. The person's achievement must have been made in the public interest. The individual or the group's initiative or volunteer activities have had a positive effect or on a significant number of members of the local community in their parish. And of course, we need verification, proof to ensure that what you put on paper, it is true. Now, I want you to listen carefully. If you have received a national award, you won't be qualified for this award. So persons who have already had a national award, no, we won't take you. So one letter of recommendation is required, and the letter should not be from a relative or your partner. Why you laugh? The letter of recommendation should attest to the personal character of the commitment of this person. And at this time, may I invite my partner in crime, Councillor Williams, who will come beside me here. She is a member of the community, of the committee. So guess what? Here how we break it down. For volunteerism, you have to demonstrate active and significant service in your community towards an enhanced quality of the life of its people, and for betterment of Jamaica. Voluntary activities should have an impact, a positive effect beyond the call of duty. What I mean by this. So, for example, you're a teacher, an educator, and yes, you have served Jamaica for over 40 years. And all you do, you just take up your handbag and you go to school, and as the bell ring, you leave and you're gone home. Nobody in your community know you. You are not involved in anything. But yet you did 40 years, and you are paid for that. So when you do voluntary work, we are expecting people, yes, I am a teacher. However, in my community, I have some boys on the street not going to school. But I find the time to find out, why are you not going to school? I might make contact with the mayor or the MP or our Honorable Custos to say, look, I have these people in my community, I want to start a program. And this comes through innovation. You start a program and you help them. You are part, we have justices of the peace who are part of the justices of the peace. Yes, and we know some justices of the peace. We are just justices of the peace. But you have some who have gone beyond and above to serve the people. There are a lot of voluntary things out there that we can. We have the this food feeding program. Go on board and you help. That's what we call volunteerism. You're not getting paid for that. All right. And so you must have an impact. Have an impact, a positive effect on a significant number of people. And what we mean, look here, man. Some people in this audience right now can speak. Do you know anyone who have any impact on your life? Someone who might come and see you sitting there doing nothing, but they come and say, come here, I want one better for your life. Come on, yes. Encourage you, go to Heart. Do a program through Heart. There are a lot of things. That is impact. In the community, we have our senior citizen birthday coming up Thursday. Come on, man, to live to see 101. That, and I know, fenke, something. What would we do as a community? Okay, so she's 101, or she's 100, she's a centenarian, and nothing. So we come and we have an impact on our community. The length of service, how long have you been doing this? And so we break this down under the criteria. Are you okay?
Friday's the birthday, not Thursday.
Not Thursday, Friday. My pardon, I heard it's Friday. Nonetheless, thank you very much. And so, my partner in crime will continue on the leadership and drive.
Good morning. When we speak about leadership and drive, that person has to have the ability and has demonstrated the capacity to lead and the ability to motivate others. And we can safely say that we have persons that we will be awarding today that are strong motivators, especially in the youth industry. We want to make sure that they have demonstrated a commitment and the capacity to accomplish what it requires to drive and to sustain. Oftentimes, persons will start a program that they have been very innovative in, but the sustenance of that program doesn't go at times beyond 2-3 years. So when you see persons that have driven something that they have innovated, as we say, the education program within their community, and it has been ongoing for 15, 20 years with little and sometimes no support, but they have been driving this, and it has been impactful. Those persons cannot be overlooked. So innovation is a part of that, as we have demonstrated before. So you have become innovative, you're leading with resilience, and you bring fundamental change to individuals, and you're impactful. And on that note, we tend to look to those awardees. This year we have had an overwhelming support from persons within various communities. And each year we see that it is growing. And it was very difficult for us this year. If we notice that each year we have to be upping the amount of awardees, and this year we brought it to a number 10. Because there were persons who you could just not leave them out. And on that note, I will now hand back over to Mrs. Henry Blake as we call on the awardees in the various categories that they will be awarded today.
Thank you, Councillor Williams, for that. And with that said, we encourage you. Take part in your community, volunteer, help out, man. Help the citizens. They need help to be a volunteer. So see you next year with your nominations to nominate our heroes, people who have gone above and beyond the call of duty to serve their community, Clarendon, and Jamaica on a whole. Thank you. May I now hand it back over to our Masters of Ceremony.
God bless you.
Now, there's an heritage enthusiast, Dr. Gordon. He believes that history does not belong only to the officially named. In every parish, in every town, every village, every ghetto, every district, live unsung heroes. Teachers who have nurtured generations. Health workers who have brought care to remote hills. Community elders who mediate grief, youth mentors who guide the wayward. Their sacrifices are quieter, but no less essential. On this day, let us remember not only the martyrs, but the everyday givers, the silent carers. Let us extend gratitude to mothers, fathers, and children who pick up burdens in love, who heal wounds, who whispers hope. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to begin our awards ceremony by celebrating Velita Brown. Please take the chair and take her up to sit down. Take the chair as well. Help her to come up and sit down here, please. Can you imagine? Now, next year at the grandparent ceremony, we can't miss her, right? We will definitely have to go and get her to be there. Listen very carefully, everyone, as I read the citation for Mrs. Velita Brown. Born in Maypen, Clarendon in 1924, Mrs. Velita Brown has lived a long and inspiring life rooted in faith, hard work, and love for family and community. In her early years, she moved to Kingston, but soon returned at the age of 30 to live in Halsall, where she has lived for more than 70 years. A true pillar of her community. Mrs. Brown attended Wilbert High School in Maypen, where she began laying the foundation for a life of diligence and care. Her first job was caring for children as a nurse and a housekeeper. Always resourceful, she always also operated a small business selling chocolate and grater cakes, and later worked at the Halsall Banana Factory. A devoted member of the United Brethren Church of Halsall, Mrs. Brown has been a faithful Christian for over 50 years, serving God with unwavering devotion for more than half her life. Her days are filled with the simple joys she cherishes: cooking, cleaning, tending to her flowers, and yes, she's still washing her own clothes. Today, the parish of Clarendon proudly salutes Mrs. Velita Brown, a centenarian whose life is a beautiful testament to faith, resilience, and love. Give her a round of applause, please. Come on. She more than deserves it. Congratulations, Madame Brown. We invite at this time His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Joel Williams, to make the special presentation to her. Of course.
That is our greatest leader. Thank you, Jesus. That each and every one that is present here today to come here. I thank the Lord to keep them, guide and protect them. And where they are coming from, and their vehicle carry them home safe and they are going home. Police taking care of each and everyone. After when you're sick, you have to go to the doctor. Praise God, praise God, praise God. Now, this is children and parents are taking care of their children. I want the Lord to bring that here, that they can give an illustration of the things that are teaching in school. Praise God. Amen. So take each and every charge.
We also have a basket from the Minister of Labor and Social Security. I think we ought to establish, Minister, a system whereby you seek out these centenarians and you visit them, or you send them one of those baskets. You do? Okay, great. Okay, awesome, awesome. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we want to present an award to Mr. Jocelyn Adolphus Breda McLean. He's not here today, but his representative should come right up to do exactly that. Represent him. Born on the 9th of March, 1924, in the parish of Clarendon, Mr. McLean, affectionately called Breda, or Uncle Jas, by his family, stands as a pillar of endurance, wisdom, and grace. At 101-year-old, Breda is a proud son of Gimmimibit in Clarendon. Mr. McLean devoted his life to honest labor, both at home and abroad. He worked diligently as a laborer in England, contributing to the nation's development, and upon return to Jamaica, continued his service at Monymusk, where his strong work ethic and humility earned him great respect. A devoted member of the Maypen Baptist Church, Mr. McLean remains an inspiration to his church family, who continue to honor him with love and regular visits. His life is a living testimony of perseverance, faith, and the strength of a community that bonds. Today, we proudly celebrate Mr. McLean, a remarkable centenarian. Our beloved centenarian will also receive a gift basket courtesy of the Minister of Labor and Social Security. We now invite at this time our Custos, Mrs. Edith Chin, to present the award. He is proudly represented by his grandnephew, and a gift basket presented courtesy of the Minister of Labor and Social Security. Thank you very much. In the field of youth development, I ask kindly that Mrs. Jeanette Shimhue stand and come forward, madam. Would you like your chair to sit as well? Yes, 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 indeed. Mrs. Jeanette Shimhue of Mineralites Clarendon has devoted more than 4 decades to education, training, and human development in Jamaica. Her distinguished career began at Guys Hill Secondary School and continued at Brixton Hill Primary School, where she laid a strong foundation for countless young minds. In 1985, Mrs. Shimhue joined the Heart Trust NSTA, where she served with dedication and excellence for over 30 years in various capacities. She retired from full-time service in 2017, but continues to contribute part-time since 2018, demonstrating her unwavering passion for education and national development. Beyond her professional duties, Mrs. Shimhue is deeply involved in community mentorship and empowerment. Residing in Mineral Heights, Clarendon, she dedicates her time to guiding young minds towards academic and professional success. She assists with resume preparation and supports individuals seeking entry into high schools, universities, and the Heart NSTA Trust programs. Her kindness extends beyond mentorship. She provides financial support for several families within the community and serves as a board member of the Windsor School for Special Education, reflecting her compassion for inclusivity and social growth. With 44 years of service in education, Mrs. Jeanette Shimhue stands as a model of integrity, dedication, and lifelong learning. Her influence has touched many lives, inspiring growth, confidence, and opportunity across generations. We salute you, Mrs. Shimhue, for your outstanding contribution to education, mentorship, and community development in Clarendon and beyond. Well done. Well done. At this time, we would like to invite Dr. O.J. Dixon to make the presentation. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, to have produced the awesome Dr. Shimhue is beyond me. Come on up here, young lady, and take a picture with your mom. Celebrated by many people in Clarendon. Well done. In the field of youth development, Termario Daniels, please stand and join us center stage. All right, listen. Listen very carefully at this time. Mr. Daniels of Mineral Heights, Clarendon, is a distinguished mathematics teacher at Lennon High School and the president of the Clarendon Parish Youth Council. Through mentorship, education, and community development, Mr. Daniels has rendered outstanding service to the parish of Clarendon, demonstrating unwavering dedication to youth empowerment and civic engagement. A true servant leader. He has been actively involved with more than 15 youth organizations across Jamaica. His exemplary commitment to volunteerism was nationally recognized on National Heroes Day 2022 when he was named the Jamaica Gleaner National Youth Hero of Volunteerism. In 2023, he further distinguished himself regionally as one of only 50 IRI Caribbean Youth Fellows selected from among 428 applicants across the Caribbean, graduating at class MVP in the advocacy area of health. Mr. Daniels also serves on the coordination team of the Clarendon Youth Awards, and under his leadership, in 2025, the program continued its success by honoring 11 outstanding youth leaders in diverse fields. Beyond the realm of education, he has represented Clarendon nationally as a youth member of parliament, where he successfully advanced constitutional reform concerned on behalf of the parish youths directly to the Prime Minister. His influence extends globally through his podcasts the boy with the lisp, which has reached over 500 streams across 25 countries, creating an inspiring platform for conversations on mental health, personal growth, and youth empowerment. Thank you, Mr. Daniels, for your sterling contribution to the parish of Clarendon and the youths in Jamaica. We now ask Mr. Delroy Williams to join us on stage and present the award to Mr. Daniels. That's how it feels when you're so proud and you're so bold. Thank you very much. Congratulations again. In the field of education, we invite distinguished educator, cultural ambassador, and community leader, Mrs. Vivine Esme, JP. Center stage, madam. I love your colors. Mrs. Vivine Esme of Dawkins District, Clarendon, has served with distinction for 44 years as an unwavering and accomplished educator. A retired vice principal of Four Parts Primary and Junior High, she devoted her career to shaping young minds and transforming the landscape of education in Jamaica. Beyond the classroom, Mrs. Esme has been a pillar of community development, volunteering her time and expertise with charitable organizations such as Jamaica National Bank, Member Advisory Council. A long-life cultural ambassador, she has also served with dedication on the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, JCDC, committee as a festival queen adjudicator. A seasoned educator, administrator, mentor, and civic leader, Mrs. Esme has worked tirelessly to enhance learning environments, nurture potential, and promote a holistic student growth. Her legacy is defined by visionary leadership, steadfast advocacy for youth empowerment, and a deep commitment to community development. She is revered not only for her academic excellence and administrative acumen, but also for her nurturing spirit, cultural stewardship, and transformational leadership and mentorship. Thank you, Mrs. Esme, for your sterling contribution to the parish of Clarendon and the nation at large. At this time, we would like to invite our Custos, Mrs. Edith Chin. As we continue with the presentations, in the fields of education, Mrs. Angela Siblis Ivy, educator, principal, and community leader. Mrs. Angela Siblis Ivy of Racetrack Clarendon has devoted over 42 years in the field of education, serving with distinction and unwavering dedication. Her teaching journey began in 1983 and continues to this day. Round of applause for that. Marking a lifelong commitment to nurturing young minds and strengthening her community. She is the principal of the Racetrack Basic School, where she continues to inspire excellence and instill strong moral values in all her students. Throughout her career, Mrs. Ivy has been a pillar of commitment and excellence. Her leadership at Racetrack Basic School has fostered an environment of learning, care, and growth for generations of children. Mrs. Ivy has served as a steadfast supporter for her community. She has written recommendations for numerous individuals, helping them to secure employment and educational opportunities, thereby transforming their lives and uplifting their families. Known for her firm but respectful demeanor, she commands admiration and respect as both a mentor and a guiding force. Mrs. Ivy's life is also deeply rooted in faith. She has served faithfully as a Sunday school teacher and choir member at the IEM ministries in her community. Mrs. Angela Ivy's career and community service reflects a life of purpose, humility, and unwavering devotion. Her influence as an educator, mentor, and servant leader has left an indelible mark in the parish of Clarendon. Congratulations, madam. We salute you for your outstanding contribution to education, community development, and spiritual enrichment of our children. We now invite our mayor, Joel Williams. Yes, and rightfully so. In the field of education, Mr. Elvis Marshall, JP. Congratulations, sir. Educator, Justice of the Peace, and community leader. Mr. Elvis Marshall of Riches District, Spalding, has dedicated over 40 years to the noble profession of teaching and the service of his community. His career in education began at Spalding High School, now Alphonsus Davis High School, where he served with distinction for 36 years. He later taught for 2 years at the C. Palmer Project of Hope and is currently a valued member of the staff at Alston High School, where he has been teaching for the past 6 years. Beyond the classroom, Mr. Marshall has made outstanding contributions to public service and community development. He has served as a Justice of the Peace for the past 33 years, carrying out his duties with integrity, fairness, and compassion. His dedication to civic leadership is further demonstrated through his tenure as counselor for the Riches Division from 2003 to 2007, and again from 2012 to 2024. Throughout his years of service, he has remained deeply committed to the welfare, growth, and advancement of his community. Mr. Marshall's life and work exemplify the values of service, leadership, and excellence. His enduring contributions to education and civic life has positively impacted countless individuals and strengthened the social fabric of Clarendon. Congratulations, sir. We commend Mr. Elvis Marshall for his lifelong devotion to education, public service, and community empowerment. At this time, we would like to invite the Minister of Labor and Social Security to present Mr. Marshall with his award. Would Mr. Denton be proud, Mr. Marshall? At this time, in the field of national security, we invite Mr. Errol Morgan. Retired Sergeant, Community Leader, and Development Advocate. Mr. Errol Morgan of Chandler's Pen, Clarendon, has dedicated his life to public service and community upliftment. Before joining the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Mr. Morgan worked with the Manchester Parish Council Roads and Work Department between 1981 and 1987. In March 1988, he proudly joined the Jamaica Constabulary Force, where he served with distinction for 33 years, retiring in March 2021 at the rank of sergeant. During his policing career, Mr. Morgan received 34 commendations and 1 medal for long service and good conduct. Round of applause for that. His dedication and professionalism greatly contributed to crime reduction and peace building within the parish of Clarendon. Beyond his policing duties, Mr. Morgan has been deeply involved in community development across Birds Hill and his surrounding areas. He has led and supported numerous initiatives, including road safety projects, installation of bus sheds, pedestrian crossing, and the beautification of public spaces. A passionate advocate for youth and civic advancement, he has worked tirelessly through the Birds Hill Community Association, spearheading projects and which has enhanced the quality of the lives of the residents there. His leadership has been instrumental in fostering and ensuring and solidifying the infrastructure within the district. Mr. Morgan's lifelong service reflects integrity, commitment, and compassion qualities that have made him a respected leader and a role model in Clarendon. Thank you, Mr. Morgan, for your dedicated service to national security and your outstanding contribution to community development in Clarendon. At this time, I would like to invite Delroy Williams to present to Mr. Morgan. In the field of community service, Reverend Milton Bailey, JP. Minister of Religion, community leader, and cultural advocate. Reverend Milton Bailey of Crofts Hill, Clarendon, has served with distinction as a minister of religion for over 28 years. He is the pastor of the Crofts Hill Circuit of Baptist Churches, a position he has held since 2007. Following his decade-long tenure as pastor of the Rock River Circuit of Baptist Churches from 1997 to 2007. He's a marriage officer and a justice of the peace for Clarendon since 2021, as well as vice president of the Kellett's JP Zone since 2022. His impact on community development is far-reaching. He has implemented projects such as a bag juice factory in Rock River to create employment opportunities and has been instrumental in organizing initiatives that promote education, youth engagement, and cultural expression. Reverend Bailey has also initiated bursaries for and cultural fairs. Reverend Bailey is also a member of the committee for the annual Crofts Hill Donkey Carnival. His work in planning and executing the Yam Festival and the investment fair in Kellett's stands as testimony to his dedication to local empowerment and cultural preservation. Reverend Bailey's ministry is marked by compassion, innovation, and service. His tireless efforts in education, faith, and community upliftment continue to inspire generations within Clarendon and beyond. Thank you, Reverend Bailey, for your sterling contribution to faith, education, and community development. At this time, we invite Mr. Wayne Brown to present the award to Reverend Milton Bailey. Thank you very much, Reverend. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, in the service of community service, we invite Mrs. Deborah Noble-Wint, JP. Businesswoman and community advocate. Mrs. Deborah Noble-Wint of Tollgate, Clarendon, has given a lifetime of dedicated service to her parish and country, strengthening institutions, uplifting communities, and opening doors of opportunities for countless Jamaicans, myself included. Her work is characterized by impact, innovation, and sustainability, qualities that are evident through our leadership role of personal giving has been broad and sustained. As a board member of the Vere Technical High School, Denby High School, and Tollgate Primary, Mrs. Noble-Wint has been instrumental in helping to shape good governance and direction in education. At the Maypen Hospital, Mrs. Noble-Wint has combined leadership with personal generosity. As a board member and chair of the Customer Service Subcommittee, she has worked to improve patient care and customer service systems. At the same time, she has personally donated plants to beautify the hospital compound and chairs for the hospital events. As a member of the Clarendon Chamber of Commerce, the Business Improvement District, and the Clarendon Poppy Appeal Committee, Mrs. Noblewind has consistently promoted civic pride and economic vitality. Through the Clarendon Crime Prevention Committee, she has given significant donations to the annual Christmas treat at the Four-Part Center for Children since 2012. Since being commissioned as a Justice of the Peace in 2009, Mrs. Noblewind has also been an active member of the Lay Magistrates Association of Jamaica, Clarendon chapter. Her leadership in these areas reflect a deep commitment to faith, justice, and service to humanity. Thank you, Mrs. Deborah Noblewind, for your unwavering dedication to community service. You are indeed an exemplary leader. At this time, I would like to invite our custos, Mrs. Edith Chin, to present the award. Rousing round of applause for all the awardees at this time. Let us each become living tributes, bright beacons in our circles, so that we can hold that torch and blaze that trail as our heroes did. At this time, we should really be welcoming the uniform groups. Mr. Marshall? They're coming? All right, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move on at this time to the beautiful Miss Clarendon Festival Queen 2025, Miss Ravine Kildare, to move the vote of thanks as we await the troops.
Master of Ceremonies, Mrs. Lisa Holmes Shirley, JP. The Custos Rotalorum for the Parish of Clarendon, Honorable Edith Chin, CD, JP. His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Joel Williams, OD, JP. Honorable Colonel Charles Jr., Minister of Labor and Social Security and Member of Parliament, Southeast Clarendon. Dr. O.J. Dixon, MP candidate for North Central Clarendon. Senior Superintendent of Police, Mr. Shane McCallum. Superintendent of the Clarendon Fire Department, Mrs. Valerie Dixon. Mr. Wayne Brown, representing Chief Executive Officer of the Clarendon Municipal Corporation, Mr. Ruhan Blake. Reverend Rowan Parkins from the Tollgate New Testament Church of God. Heads of agencies and departments. Mrs. Pauline Henry Blake, Chairperson for the Clarendon Cultural Committee and members of the JCDC's Parish Cultural Committee. Mr. Maurice Marshallek, Parish Manager, and members of staff of the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission. Dr. Sasha Shimhue, JP, President of the Clarendon Justice of the Peace Association, members of the Justices of Peace Association, Clarendon, Mrs. Winsome Sherrier Witter, JP President, Maypen Chamber of Commerce, Miss Joanne Mackenzie, second runner-up in the Miss Clarendon Festival Queen competition, Miss Katie Lee Kelly, Miss Clarendon Parish Youth Council 2025, Miss Sanique McGregor, and Miss Britannia Williams, first and second runners-up respectively in the Miss Clarendon Parish Youth Council competition. Miss Opalie Glaive, Little Miss Clarendon 2025, and her chaperone, Miss Raquel Chin. Members of the media, Clarendon Parish awardees, members of the uniformed groups, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning. Yes, that was lengthy. It's afternoon now. Wow. That was lengthy, but I thought we could do one more for the road as we close the curtains on a wonderful ceremony. Not true? All right. It is truly an honor and a privilege to extend heartfelt thanks on behalf of the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission Clarendon office and the Clarendon Municipal Corporation for your presence and participation in this year's Heroes Day Salute, Parade and Award Ceremony under the theme, Celebrating a Proud and Bold Heritage. We express our sincere gratitude to His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Joel Williams, ODJP, for his leadership, inspiring address, and unwavering commitment to the development of Clarendon and Jamaica as a whole. We also extend appreciation to those who read the official messages. The Governor General's message, read by Honorable Edith Chin, CDJP, Custos of Clarendon. The Prime Minister's message, read by Honorable Pernell Charles Jr., Minister of Labour and Social Security and Member of Parliament for Southeast Clarendon. The Leader of the Opposition's message, read by Dr. Ojay Dixon, MP candidate for North Central Clarendon. Your thoughtful delivery of these messages brought life to the vision and gratitude of our nationals on our gathering today. We express deep appreciation to our able Master of Ceremonies, Miss Lisa Holmes Shirley, JP, Principal of Effortsville Primary School, and our performers today, also from Effortsville Primary School. You did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. Yeah, man, you can give them a hand. A special thank you to the uniformed groups for their parade and participation throughout today's ceremony, and I think we are hearing them coming back. We want to tell you thanks. It's not easy, but you showcased true class and discipline today. To the readers and bearers of floral tributes representing various groups and organizations, we appreciate your respectful participation as we paid homage to our national heroes. To our 2025 Clarendon Parish awardees, thank you so much. The people of the hour, congratulations once again. And I'll call you by name, Miss Violeta Brown, Mr. Jocelyn Adolphus McLean, Mrs. Jeanette Shimhue, Mr. Termario Daniels, Mrs. Vivine Esme JP, Mrs. Angela Sibilis Ivy, Mr. Elvis Marshall JP, Mr. Errol Morgan, Mrs. Marnoble Wint JP, Reverend Milton Bailey JP. Congratulations. Your outstanding contributions in education, community service, youth development, national security, and other fields exemplify the true spirit of nation building. And I'm getting goosebumps up here. We honor and celebrate you, especially our centenarians. Congrats once again, and keep up the excellent work. A very special thanks to the JCDC Clarendon team, led by Mr. Maurice Marshallek, Parish Manager, along with the Clarendon Municipal Corporation and all partners who worked tirelessly to make this event a success. And finally, to you, our audience, thank you for your presence, your patience, and your ongoing support. Your participation keeps alive the legacy of our national heroes and ensures that their spirit of courage, service, and unity continue to thrive. May God bless you all, and may God continue to bless our beloved island, Jamaica, land we love. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're nearing the end. At this time, we invite all our officials here to stand on the platform, or supposed platform. You'll be led by the officer. Carry on. At this time, we would like to welcome back the uniform groups led by the Clarendon College Drum Corps to close off another staging of One, two. We invite everyone to stand as the uniform group departs. The officials will take the general salute, which is a beautiful sight if you were close enough to see it. Well done to all members of the uniform groups. I am especially sympathetic towards my Cub Scouts. You know that. But everybody, everyone is important. The Pathfinders, the cadets, the Girl Guides, and of course the adults from the Scouts, the leaders, the Red Cross. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated at this time as we put a close to our ceremony. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Thank you very much for being with us today. And of course, I know that you will be back here in 2026. Remember to put in your recommendations for awards so that you can come back. Maybe you'll be back receiving an award. We want to thank you so much. I know it has been long, but it was well worth it. Refreshments will be served courtesy of the Clarendon Municipal Corporation. And of course, we also want the officials to participate in a photo opportunity immediately following. Ladies and gentlemen, let us remember, we salute and we vow. This is our Jamaica. Our people, our land, our future will rise ever higher because we carry the sacrifices of everyone who has helped us to be on this road. Our heroes, our unsung heroes, you right here, sitting now. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward, let us remember to be bold, to be proud of our Jamaica. Thank you for being here. Round of applause for everyone here today. And please have a good rest of the day. And of course, as the week progresses, do something heroic. Do something heroic. Thank you very much. See you next year.